across from our place, the Mirlo 32. You see, this is the outdoor dining room. The gardens are nooks everywhere, fruit falling off the tree. This is the library. Okay, here's our beautiful room. Room 402 at the Mirlo Hotel. It has an incredible spa. It has an incredible bed, which Gina is taking advantage of. And she is reading my upcoming novel. And I think she really likes it. And then the view is just spectacular. Excuse me. Tibidabo Avenue de Tibidabo, and in the far, you can see the sea, the Mediterranean Sea. So pretty. And on this side again, you can see the Friar House. Beautiful views. Then you have this amazing tub right in the middle of the bedroom here. I'll come back and give you another perspective. So you've got the bedroom with the tub with the view. You have a nice desk. I kind of imagine Carlos Ruiz Zafón working there on Shadow of the Wind. Beautiful fireplace. Beautiful photo of the building here at this house, this mansion. Bienvenidos, amigos. Welcome to It's Always Randy. And we are so pumped, Gina and I, to be at one of the most magical places we've ever been. We are here in the room where Carlos Ruiz Zafón, probably the most notable writer in Spain, except for Cervantes. And it's where he wrote The Shadow of the Wind, the multi-million selling novel that became a series of 4 that sold millions. And it's just, you can feel the muse here. And so you feel the muse in the room, you feel the muse of Barcelona. It's just, I feel the muse of Gina. It's just amazing. It's a threefold muse. I looked up hotels for romantic getaways. We just wanted to do a staycation. And I was looking through Google and Condé Nast, and this hotel came up. And it said the address was 32 Tibidabo Avenue. And I just thought, how can that be? And it's the same address as the Aldaya Mansion in the Shadow of the Wind. And I just went, oh my gosh, that's where we're going. And then it didn't hurt that every room has a sauna, a spa, a big, huge jacuzzi, and the view of the Mediterranean, the fireplace, is just magical. And so we decided, we enjoyed our stay so much, we came back for Christmas Eve yesterday and today on Christmas. And it's just very special to be here. So what I want to do today is tell you a little bit about here's the Angels game in Spanish, El Juego de Ángel. And of course you can get all of these in English, and I'll put a link below in the description if you want to get this book. I found it searching through the most notable books of the last 100 years. and it just described The Shadow of the Wind as part gothic, part erotic, part suspense, part adventure, and part for book lovers. Well, it had me. And when I read it, it just quickly became one of my favorite books of all time. It's not like this literary adventure, but it is an escapist novel that is just fun, thought-provoking, and it portrays one of the most magical libraries ever in history of novel writing. And it certainly influenced The Purging Room and The Back Room there, if you've read that. So one of the things is I was reading the second of the series, I came across this passage, and it said, "This book had been in my imagination for a long time." So now think about this. Carlos Ruiz Zafón is writing in this room. He's imagining a writer named David Martin imagining a book he wants to write. And then imagine this. I Googled it because it sounded so amazing, and nobody had written it. Carlos died very young at age 55. I couldn't believe that nobody has written this book. And so the book that he imagined, I have written. And I've just finished it. Gina's been reading it. Here's the manuscript. And, in a few months it'll be available. It's quite something. Well, let you hear here. He writes, entitled The Mysteries of Barcelona. This Byzantine melodrama was afar ago shamelessly indebted to Dumas and Stoker, and borrowing from Sue and Fable along the way. And then he goes on to say, the mysteries of Barcelona give birth to a fictional starlet in installments, a heroine I had imagined as one can only imagine, a femme fatale, at the ripe old age of 17. This is David writing. Chloe Permier was the dark princess of all vamps, beyond intelligent, and even more devious, always clad in fine lingerie. She was the lover and evil accomplice of the mysterious Balthasar Morel, king of the underworld, who lived in a subterranean mansion, staffed by automatons and full of macabre relics, reached through secret tunnels buried under the catacombs in the cathedral of Gothic Quarter. Chloe's favorite way of finishing off her victims was to seduce them with a hypnotic striptease, then kiss them with a poison lipstick that entirely paralyzed them so that they died from silent suffocation as she looked into their eyes, having herself drunk an antidote. Chloe and Balthasar had their own code of honor. They killed only the dregs of society, cleansing the world of bullies, swines, fanatics, and morons, who in the name of flags, gods, tongues, races, and other such rubbish made life unnecessarily miserable for the rest of mankind in order to serve their own greed and meanness. For me, Chloe and Balthasar were rebellious heroes like all true heroes. That just grabbed me. And when I realized nobody had written that, I wanted to write it. And so for the last 6 months or so, I've been writing this book, and it's been a fun adventure. It's quite erotic.
That's an understatement.
It's quite graphic.
That's an understatement as well.
Quite bloody.
That's an understatement as well.
And quite fun.
That's a true statement.
So I wrote it in a Grand Guignol style. You can look that up. And I'm very, very happy with it. It's still got a little bit of editing. I have much editing to do, but I'm very thrilled with it. I'm going to, because it is so erotic, we've talked a lot, and I've decided to write it under a pen name because most of my books are more serious or psychological and philosophical. And I'm not sure about my brand, So we decided that it would be cool if Phoenix Adams, who is the protagonist in The Purging Room, who was a business executive, a very successful business executive, but he had always dreamed of being a writer, and his lover had gone to Barcelona to open an art gallery. And so it was just perfect. Phoenix, so I'm having him move to Barcelona, be with his love, as I am, and then to write this novel. It was going to be a novella, but no, it has turned into a novel. And it'll be under the name of Phoenix Adams, But of course, you guys that are subscribers, you know, okay, who wrote this book. It's kind of like Anne Rice and her erotic fairy tales. So that's
what you've been up to.
That's what I've been up to. We're here. We want to say Feliz Navidad and Prospero Año Nueva. Año Nueva. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Bye.